Khaira Sahab, first of all, we behalf of NRI Press Club,
ठीक है जी,
we are in California right now. Represent the NRI Press media of North America. That's called nripress.com.
ठीक है जी,
We welcome you to here in Southern California.
थैंक यू।
Right now, I am introducing Kamini Kharidi,
राइट जी,
and she's from Delhi area. She tried to beat our Kejriwal also.
ओके,
And she is Mr. Bajinder Sajju.
ठीक है जी,
He is used to be in Toronto and a good businessman here right now.
राइट राइट,
And my name is Gary Singh Garewal. So right now, my first question is, you are doing so well in the Congress. Then what made you to change your loyalty to the Aam Aadmi Party?
ਗਰੇਵਾਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਮੈਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਅਰਸਾ ਕਾਂਗਰਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲੀ। 2 ਦਹਾਕੇ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ 2 ਡੈਕੇਡਸ ਕਾਂਗਰਸ 'ਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਇਹ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਫੋਰ ਫਰੰਟ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬਾਦਲ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੀ ਜਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਨੀਤੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਗਲਤ ਨੀਤੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਵਿਰੋਧ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਸਾਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਦੇ ਰਹੀ। ਉਹਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਕਾਰਨ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਲੀਡਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਸੀਗੀ, ਸੀਨੀਅਰ ਲੀਡਰਸ਼ਿਪ, ਇਹ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਅਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲੀ ਭੁਗਤ ਦੀ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ। ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਐਮਐਲਏ ਵੀ ਸੀਗਾ 2007 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 12 ਤੱਕ, ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ 6 ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਵੈਂਡੇਟਾ ਦੇ ਤਹਿਤ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਹੋਏ। ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਕੈਪਟਨ ਅਮਰਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਪਟਲ ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਸੀਗੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਦੇ ਵਰ ਟ੍ਰਾਈਂਗ ਟੂ ਆਈਸੋਲੇਟ ਮੀ ਐਂਡ and also I had been always trying to tell this game of that friendly game between the Congress and Akali to the party high command also in Delhi. Unfortunately, they also did not pay heed. So finally, I was getting suffocated over a period of time, and I wanted to work for my state, for Punjab, and I thought that Aam Aadmi Party, by then Aam Aadmi Party had emerged on the political arena of Punjab.
Right.
And I personally feel that it's a good party with honest leadership, with its commitment to fight corruption. So therefore I chose, after a lot of introspection, a lot of thought process, and with all my friends world over, they were also pressurizing me, particularly the NRIs across the world, that you are a right person but in a wrong party. So you must choose a good platform, a clean platform to pursue politics in Punjab so that we can bring about a change in the state. So that's how I actually got to choose Aam Aadmi Party, and I feel that I've made the right decision, and I'm getting a lot of support from not only from the ground in Punjab but also world over.
Bajinder Singh Sidhu ji.
Khaira Sahab, first of all, thank you very much for coming here and visiting.
Right, ji.
We are delighted that you have taken the time so we can exchange some of the ideas.
Yes, sure.
And right now, as you know, people in Punjab are sick of the political parties.
Right.
So I want to know that what is the plan, which is a different plan from our party, and then what difference you will make in people's lives in Punjab, which is not the same as the other political parties.
See, I'll tell you one thing, that the traditional parties, political parties, over a period of time, they've lost the aim to serve people.
Correct.
The entire system of the country has become very thoroughly corrupt, and sycophancy and money power prevails in all the political parties.
Right.
Like I said earlier, that Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal, he's trying to show a new path to the country, and that is where actually I try to follow him. Insofar Punjab is concerned, I feel that there are about a dozen burning issues of the state which need immediate redressal, where the traditional political parties, whether it's the Akali Dal, BJP or the Congress, they have not been able to address these issues of the people, which are long-standing. Let me just outline these issues very quickly. Number one is the drugs issue in Punjab. It's a burning, it's a biggest challenge to the society.
Right.
Number two are the farmer suicides in the state. Number three is massive unemployment. More than 50 lakh youth in Punjab stand unemployed today. There is rampant, blatant corruption in the state at all levels, starting from the chief minister's family right down to the lowest level. There's huge corruption, which is actually preventing the state from any meaningful development. Then you see the economy of the state has virtually collapsed. Today we are facing a colossal debt of 1.25 lakh crore rupees, 1.25 lakh crore रुपए ਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੇ ਕਰਜ਼ਾ ਹੈ. Industry has virtually collapsed in the state. It is either migrated out of Punjab. We have information as per RTI information, I'm saying, that more than 18,000 industrial units, small and medium scale, during the last 9 years, because of the environment in Punjab, they've either left the state or closed down. Industries like in Mandi Gobindgarh, whether it's Guraya, it's Batala, which was the hub of small and medium scale industry, they have literally collapsed. Our primary education, our primary healthcare system has also, literally it is non-functional. People for basic education and health needs, they have to go to the private sector, which is very expensive, which is beyond the reach of ordinary people. The spread of cancer in Punjab is a cause of worry, particularly in the southern Punjab, the Malwa region. There is this menace of cancer has spread like anything, and people from Bathinda, they are going to the city of Bikaner, where we have a cheap government cancer hospital. And there is a train running from Bathinda to Bikaner, which is now being called the cancer train in Punjab. So much of people are affected by this disease. Environment is a very big issue in the state. Our groundwater has depleted. As per the NASA satellite reports, like in California, you have this issue of depletion of water and scarcity of water. We have much more scarcity of water. The water table of Punjab is going down very strongly. So, and even the environment of the state needs redressal. And lastly, I would say that our law and order in the state, it stands completely, it's like a jungle raj in the state. The police are very highly politicized. They're working like a private army of the current Badal family. So it has very bad effects on the society. And if your life and property are not secure in the state, nobody is willing to come and make any meaningful investment in the state. And like I said, the politicization of the force. We are more than 5,000 people are dying on due to road accidents in Punjab every year. So these are about a dozen odd burning issues where both the traditional parties, because these both parties have got opportunities to serve the state more than like 7 times. They have not been able to redress the problems of these people. Now here comes the role of Aam Aadmi Party, where we are going to make a very time-bound, effective manifesto, and we're going to make a commitment to the people of Punjab that these are the issues and here are the solutions. We are in the thought process and we'll try and resolve these issues.
I'm very impressed with your comprehensive knowledge about the Punjab's different areas,
Right.
different aspects of. And I think, is there any plan to? A lot of people in Punjab are not even aware of the information you just told us. Even first of all, I think, is there a plan that you're going to educate them? This is the problem caused by these issues. And another, on the top of it, there is one very clear memory I have that farmers used to say, oh, Raje the time te sanu payment mil jandi si. So there is some highlighted issues which have you taken, let's say these top 5, we're going to fix those first, which are affecting the common person right away. Because
Top 5, I would say.
Let's say, because what
out of these top 5, I think which need immediate attention.
Because you see that what you do is catastrophe in Punjab.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm sure practically we cannot address each problem in the next year. So there has to be a prioritization.
No, even these
so
issues.
There are already some prioritization.
Yeah, the discussions are going on. We met with Arvind Kejriwal. We had a meeting very recently in Delhi. See, these 10, 12 issues are also actually top priority.
Right.
But out of these, and like you said, that it cannot be resolved in maybe in 6 months or 1 year. We have to make promises which are going to be realistic and which may take some while. But out of these burning issues that I've outlined, I think the immediate cause of concern in Punjab is tackling the menace of drugs, tackling the menace of corruption, tackling the menace of unemployment, and to improve our economy and to look look after the plight of the farmers who are committing suicides in Punjab in very large numbers. So these are like top priorities of the government, and I think that if we form the government, I don't think that certain issues may be connected with a lot of trying to generate revenue and money, but there are a lot of issues which are resolved with good governance. So if we govern the state properly, fairly and justly, I am very sure that we can tackle like the issue of drugs we can tackle with good governance, law and order we can tackle with good governance, and we can also go ahead and tackle the other issues of unemployment and to improve the economy of the state over a period of time. So we do need some time for doing all this.
So thank you anyway. Maybe now I move on to.
Yeah, sure.
Kamli Khariji,
Sure.
ask a few questions.
Welcome to California.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet with you today. I was telling Garyji that I have joined the Aam Party from very beginning.
Right.
And I went to Delhi in Mayur Bihar, and I went to the Aam Aadmi office that what can I do, but there was no information. Nobody is there to tell me this, you could do this or that. So in your if your election in your party, would you make some kind of a proper information center that if any NRI wants to come there, and they should not waste their time? They could
No, I think
be used.
I'm sorry that you did not get proper information in Delhi, but in Punjab we have a NRI wing of the party. We have one person who's heading the NRI wing in Punjab. He's connected with all the NRIs, and before we form the government, this NRI wing is open to all NRIs for all suggestions and good work. And we also consider that NRI is a very important segment of our society in Punjab. If I'm not wrong, out of about 2.75 crore population in the state, about 50 lakh Punjabis have migrated across the world. And when we form the government, we'll make sure that we have a special department for the NRIs to resolve their issues, to resolve their problems back home in India, and also involve them in the day-to-day functioning of the government. So I'm going to convince my party that we need a NRI affairs, although we have a minister, but an independent minister solely dealing with this 50 lakh population across the world and trying to resolve their issues and get their suggestions on board.
A lot of NRIs feels, the Aam Aadmi is a new party, and we are all very excited that there's a new party and we will do the right thing for the public. And the Congress comes here for the money, BJP comes for the money. Even the government needs the dollar, then they come to NRIs.
Right.
Our reserves in dollar is less, so please do something so we can get the dollar. And Aam Aadmi Party also sends the letter, donation, and I understand everything what you do, we do need the money also. But NRI feels they're just used just for the money. When our voice comes, nobody wants to pay any attention.
That exactly, I want to say that there is a feeling of frustration amongst the NRIs because over a period of years, like you rightly said it, that they are being utilized, they are being, for raising money and for other help. But their issues are not being addressed. And if you notice in Punjab, they had been holding these NRI sammelans, every year one sammelan, the government. They would just get NRIs, make them stay in comfortable places, but no issue was resolved. So they were frustrated,
Same as Indian government was doing
So
also.
they were also doing this Pravasi Sammelan. I think we need to actually change our attitude. It's not about making buildings and making police stations or courts for the NRIs if the attitude remains the same. So our bent of mind, attitude towards the NRIs needs to be more positive.
I will ask the question with you.
Yes.
So if do you think then Aam Aadmi Party, I know they were in kind of rush to they pick up the people for the election, and out of their that many MLAs for the Delhi, 17s are like have some kind of issues pending against them.
Okay.
So now in next election, what kind of precaution they're going to take to bring the right people? Would they consider any person from NRI because most of the people have no baggage.
Yes.
Anybody goes from here, and
You are talking about selection of candidates in the state. We are going to be very careful. We are trying to get clean people who are not tainted, who don't have a criminal past. If the party has committed some errors in Delhi, we will rectify that in Punjab. We are going to be very carefully selecting our candidate. And also you said the NRIs. Of course, we will also discuss out of the 117 assembly seats, if we can give at least maybe 3 to 5 seats
Right.
to the NRIs, they will also feel that they are involved in the political setup. We are in the process of discussions in the party, and let's see what the party decides. If they do decide, we may be able to give some representation to the NRIs who have Indian passports,
right.
who can come and contest there legally.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
I have a last question here.
ਹਾਂਜੀ.
What do you think about the projection as a CM candidate from your party?
Rival Saab, I think that there is a lot of discussion over this issue. All political parties, particularly Mr. Badal and Captain Amrinder, they are trying to project as if the Aam Aadmi Party doesn't have a sound leader. They are trying to make this an issue. Whereas our party's ideology and the projection of a chief ministerial candidate will be done after due diligence, after due discussion, at the appropriate time. The party high command will take a call, and let me tell you that there is no dearth of good leaders in the state. We'll be able to put up maybe a good, educated, a comparatively younger face in Punjab, because if you see both the traditional parties, both the leaders are very old. Mr. Badal is like 90 years of age, Captain Amrinder Singh is 75 years of age in 2017. So we need fresh blood in the state, and we will be able to.
So our surveys here from NRI, that 60-70% people say that person must be from Punjab. Possibility your name is there?
No, I will not be able to say anything about my own self. And but one thing, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal and our in charge, Mr. Sanjay Singh, have made it amply clear that the candidate of the top post would be from Punjab, would be a Punjabi. And so therefore, let's wait for the right time, and let's see when the party decides over this issue.
Excuse me. You just said high command. So your party is going to be high command system also.
See, because we are now not only concerned, not only connected with one state. Our party is venturing out to different states, to Haryana, to Uttarakhand. Even we are trying to think about contesting Goa elections. We have a government in Delhi, so there has to be some such a central point. You cannot name it party high command, but you have to name it something that, let's say, party headquarters. Something has to be given to that.
Go ahead.
It's just a
Last question.
nomenclature.
Last question.
Yeah, this is just last question.
Yeah.
You know, I just taken an example from the United States. Here we have this nomination process where, we go through the primary system. I know in Punjab it's not like that, but you see, I wonder if our party has developed an infrastructure and a system where there can be a very qualified person, but socially he may not be very important or powerful financially.
Exactly.
And there could be a person sitting in the party years longer, so they think we are in the senior position. Do you think socially I'm the stronger person? So is there a vetting process? There's a process.
One, let me tell you that we are trying to select candidates more democratically than the other parties.
Right.
Other parties are generally picking up candidates as per their whims and fancies. Whereas our party has, we are going to get recommendation from the party volunteers on the ground. Like for example, in every constituency you have important like 100 volunteers. Those 100 volunteers are going to suggest the name of the party from down towards the up. And like you said, it's a question of seniority. Of course, people who have been serving the party for a long time do deserve more attention. But then at the same time, we need fresh faces as well. We need doctors, we need engineers, we need people from journalism, we need educationists, we need all sorts of people. That will ultimately constitute the Aam Aadmi. It should not necessarily be the hardcore political. We need a mix of the society.
Yeah.
So we are trying to do that, and while we are going to select candidates, I'm sure that people who are educated, deserving, have a standing in their area of work would be given priority.
Right.
So thank you very much, Kara
I'm
sir,
grateful.
for your time and good luck. for
Thank you to you all also. Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much.
You know, I think it's very good to hear the way you have explained everything. So thank you for
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm grateful to you.
Appreciate, sir.